More and more people travelled on the Fat Controller's railway. Everyone had to work very hard indeed. The trucks complained bitterly. But then trucks always do, when no one takes much notice. Dirty trucks, dirty sidings, ugh, grumbled James. That is enough, ordered a well-known voice. Let me tell you that an engine for goods work will arrive from Scotland tomorrow. The Fat Controller stared. Did you say 2 engines, Inspector? Yes, sir. Then send the other back at once. Quite so, sir. But the 2 engines are exactly alike, sir, and have no numbers. They say they lost them on the way. The Fat Controller seized his hat. We'll soon settle that nonsense, he said grimly. The 2 engines greeted him cheerfully. Now then, I hear you've lost your numbers. How did that happen? The mourners slyly slip it off, sir. You ken who it is. The Fat Controller pondered. What are your names? Donald and Dougie, sir. Good, he said. Then your controller can tell me which of you is which. Oh, he didn't ken our names, sir. We only given ourselves names when we lost our numbers. One of you, said the Fat Controller, is playing truant. I shall find him out and send him home. Inspector, he ordered, give these engines numbers and set them to work. Soon workmen came to give the twins their numbers. Donald was 9 and Douglas 10. No 9 and 10, smiled the inspector. Here's Duck. He'll show you round before you start work. The twins enjoyed themselves and were soon friends with Duck. They didn't mind what they did. They tackled goods trains and coaches easily. We like it fine here. That's good, smiled Duck, but take my tip. Watch out for Gordon, Henry and James. They're sure to try some nonsense. Dinna fash yourself, chuckled Douglas. We'll soon settle them. Donald and Douglas had deep-toned whistles. They sound like buses, said Gordon. Or ships, sniggered Henry. Tugboat Annie, laughed Gordon. Ha, ha, ha. You wouldn't be making fun of us, would you now? Asked Donald. Gordon and Henry jumped. No, said Gordon. No, certainly not, said Henry. That's fine, said Douglas. Now just mind the both of you, and keep it that way. That was the way Gordon and Henry kept it. Every day, punctually at 3:30, Gordon steams in with the express, with a special coach for passengers travelling to places on Thomas's branch line. Thomas is very proud of his special coach. One afternoon, Douglas helped Duck in the yard, while Donald waited to take a goods train to the other end of the line. As Duck was busy arranging Donald's trucks, Douglas offered to take away Gordon's coaches. Douglas was enjoying himself when an awful thought struck him. I hope the Fat Controller doesn't find out I shouldn't be here. I couldn't abide going back. He worried so much over this that he forgot about Thomas's special coach. He pushed it with the others into the carriage siding, then ambled along to join Donald. Soon Thomas came fussing. Where's my coach? Coach? Asked Donald. What coach? My special coach that Gordon brings for me. It's gone. I must find it. He bustled away. You're sick, said Douglas. I'm on a stowed the special coach with the others. A mob of angry passengers erupted from the siding. Now listen, said Douglas's driver. We'll change tenders. Quick now, do as I say. Donald, with Douglas's tender, number 10, was out and away with the goods before they came near, while Douglas and his driver waited with innocent expressions. Ah, said the Fat Controller. Number 9. And why have you not taken the goods? My tender is awa, sir. Said the Fat Controller. I see. He turned to the passengers. The matter will be investigated. Please accept my apologies. The Fat Controller watched them till they climbed the station ramp. He swung round suddenly. Douglas, he rapped, why are you masquerading with Donald's tender?
Donald and Douglas are twins and had arrived from Scotland to help Sir Topham Hatt, but only one engine had been expected. The twins meant well, but did cause confusion. Sir Topham Hatt had given them numbers, Donald 9 and Douglas 10, but he was still planning to send one engine home. There was a brake van in the yard that had taken a dislike to Douglas. Things always went wrong when he had to take it out. His trains were late, and he was blamed. Douglas began to worry. Donald, his twin, was angry. "You're a muckle nuisance," said Donald. "It's to leave you behind I be wanting." "You can't," said the brake van. "I'm essential." "Ah, are you?" Donald burst out. "You're nothing but a screeching and a noise when all's said and done. Spite doggy, would you? Take that!" "Oh! Oh!" cried the van. "There's more coming should you misbehave." The van behaved better after that. Until one day, Donald had an accident. The rails were slippery. He couldn't stop in time. Donald wasn't hurt, but Sir Topham Hatt was most annoyed. "I am disappointed, Donald. I didn't expect such clumsiness from you. I had decided to send Douglas back and keep you." "I'm sorry, sir," said Donald. "I should think so, too. You have upset my arrangements. Now, James will have to help with the goods work while you have your tender mended. James won't like that." Sir Topham Hatt was right. James grumbled dreadfully about extra work. "Anyone would think," said Douglas, "that Donald had had his accident on purpose. I heard tell about an engine and some tar wagons." "Shut up," said James. "It's not funny." He didn't like to be reminded of his own accident. "Well, well, well. Surely, James, it wasn't you. You didn't say." James didn't say. He slouched sulkily away. "James is cross," snickered the spiteful brake van. "We'll try to make him crosser still." "Hold back," giggled the freight cars to each other. James did his best, but he was exhausted when they reached Edward's station. Luckily, Douglas was there. "Help me up the hill, please," panted James. "These freight cars are playing tricks." "We'll show them," said Douglas. Slowly but surely, the snorting engines forced the freight cars up the hill. But James was losing steam. "I can't do it! I can't do it!" "Leave it to me!" shouted Douglas. The conductor was anxious. "Go steady! The van's breaking!" The van was in pieces. No one had been hurt, and soon Edward came to clear the mess. Sir Topham Hatt was on board. "I might have known it would be Douglas," he said. "Douglas was grand, sir," said Edward. "James had no steam left, but Douglas worked hard enough for 3. I heard him from my yard." "2 would have been enough," said Sir Topham Hatt. "I want to be fair, Douglas, but I don't know. I really don't know." Sir Topham Hatt was making up his mind about which engine to send away, but that's another story. Snow came early to the island of Sodor. It was heavier than usual. Most engines hate snow. Donald and Douglas were used to it. Coupled back to back with a van between their tenders and a snowplow on their fronts, they set to work. They puffed backwards and forwards, patrolling the line. Generally, the snow slipped away easily, but sometimes they found deeper drifts. Presently, they came to a drift which was larger than most. They charged it and were just backing for another try when... "Help! Help! Lost 6, Donald! It's Henry. Don't worry yourself, Henry. Wait a while. We'll have you out. Henry was very grateful. He saw all was not well. The twins were looking glum. They told him Sir Topham Hatt was making a decision. He'll send us away for sure. It's a shame, said Percy. A lot of nonsense about a broken signal box, grumbled Gordon. That spiteful brake van, too, put in James. Good riddance, that's what I say. The twins were splendid in the snow, added Henry. It isn't fair. They all agreed that something must be done, but none knew what. Percy decided to talk to Edward about it. What you need, said Edward, is a deputation. He explained what that was. Percy ran back quickly. Edward says we need a depot station. Of course, said Gordon. The question is, what is a desperation? Asked Henry. It's when engines tell Sir Topham Hatt something's wrong, said Percy. Did you say tell Sir Topham Hatt? Asked Duck thoughtfully. There was a long silence. I propose, said Gordon, that Percy be our disputation. Me? Squeaked Percy. I can't. Rubbish, Percy, said Henry. It's easy. That's settled, then, said Gordon. Poor Percy wished it wasn't. Hello, Percy. It's nice to be back. Percy jumped. Yes, sir, please, sir. You look nervous, Percy. What's the matter? Please, sir, they've made me a desperation, sir. To speak to you, sir. I don't like it, sir. Sir Topham Hatt pondered. Do you mean a deputation, Percy? Yes, sir, please, sir. It's Donald and Douglas. They say, sir, that if you send them away, sir, well, they'll be turned into scrap, sir. That would be dreadful, sir. Please, sir, don't send them away. Thank you, Percy. That will do. Later, Sir Topham Hatt spoke to the engines. I had a deputation. I understand your feelings, and I've given a lot of thought to the matter. He paused impressively. Donald and Douglas, I hear that your work in the snow was good. You shall have a new coat of paint. The twins were surprised. Thank ye, sir. But your names will be painted on you. We'll have no more mistakes. Thank ye, sir. Does this mean that the both of us? Sir Topham Hatt smiled. It means... But the rest of his speech was drowned in a delighted chorus of cheers and whistles. The twins were here to stay.